Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation. Today we're going to do a little experimenting, you guys. Well, actually a little testing. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare all attack to an increase to all debuff effect. Now, Enchantress gives a 25% increase to all debuff effects. And Punisher here gives a 24% increase to all attacks. Virtually the same, you know, Enchantress has 25% and Punisher has 24%, but that's pretty freaking close. And I wanted to use Enchantress because I honestly don't play her much anymore. She really needs an upgrade, but this video isn't about her. It's about comparing the all defense or the all debuff effect versus the all attack, which is better. And we're going to use Gambit for our damage dealer. And the reason I'm going to use Gambit, you guys, his build doesn't even matter. The reason I'm going to use him is because I don't have a damage proc. I took his CTP off him a while back. I'm wanting to get a different obelisk for him because I don't really play Gambit that much. He's an awesome character. He's amazing, but I just don't play him that much. And I wanted to do this video, to be honest. And I didn't want to have a damage proc because it will skew the damage. You know, if I'm playing a world boss and no matter what team I have, whether it's with Enchantress or with Punisher, if the proc is coming exactly on time, I will be doing more damage. If the proc's coming late, I'll be doing less damage. The proc really puts a lot of variables as much damage as you're doing, as far as much damage as you're doing. And I wanted to alleviate that. I wanted to get rid of that. So we're going to use Gambit without the damage proc to give a more accurate assessment of whether it's better to have the all debuffed increase effect from Enchantress's leadership, or if it's just better to have the all attack buff from Punisher's leadership. I also wanted to use Gambit because of his 5 skill, which has a 30% decrease of all defenses, which stacks up to 60%. Because we're going to be using Enchantress's leadership, it's going to increase this effect by 25%. So it's going to be quite a bit more. It's going to decrease all defenses even more. And what we're doing is we want to compare that versus just giving Gambit an all attack buff. So let's see what's better, the all increased debuff effect or the all attack buff. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to do this with no strikers, you guys. And as you can see, on the top is the all attack buff from Punisher, and on the bottom is the increase all debuff effect from Enchantress. And you can see which one's doing more damage. We're only going to do this for about 2 minutes, you guys. After 2 minutes, we'll see who's done more damage actually. Now, I'm in this one, Gambit's rotation, I'm just using his 5, and then I use the 4-3. I need to kind of stay in iframes as much as possible because Proxima is mean. She will kill you quickly. So I'm only doing it mainly for 2 minutes to try to keep him alive. You know, that's really the main thing. You see on the top, I'm in the red. I've already lost a lot of life. So I just want to go 2 minutes into this, and that's it. So we're rocking and rolling right now. It looks awful close in this round. And something else, you know, with Proxima, the all defense down effect from Gambit will last the full 10 seconds. So that's something else to keep in mind and remember. When we face Black Dwarf, that won't be the case. Black Dwarf will debuff that all defense down, but he won't debuff it immediately. It'll take a little bit. And we'll watch that in the gameplay against Black Dwarf. But right now, I'm just trying to keep old Gambit alive. And we're not trying to see, like, guys, if he's doing awesome damage. Believe me, if I had a freaking damage proc on this guy, he'd be destroying this stage. I mean, this wouldn't even be a challenge for him. But that's not the idea. We just want to see what's better. To increase the all defense down or to have an all attack buff. We're going to see which one is better. We're coming up on that 2 minutes, guys. As soon as it hits 3 minutes, we're going to stop this and see how much damage. We're going to compare the damage here. So if you look at the top, we're about halfway on the 13th bar, and on the bottom we are at the 12th bar. So Definitely the increase all debuff effect seems to be doing more damage than the all attack buff effect. So now we're going to face old Black Dwarf. We're going to do the same thing. Now this time, guys, I'm just going to use the 5. I'm only going to use the 5 on both these fights with both these teams. And we're going to do this for 3 minutes. Now I got anti-venom coming in there, bringing in them heals because I need it. That bleed from Black Dwarf, he gets a hold of you, he pretty much going to kill you. So I need some heals in there, but them heals are not skewing the damage at all. Black Dwarf has extremely high physical defense, so anti-venom coming in there and pumping out some of them heals, he's not doing any damage at all to Black Dwarf. So none of the damage is getting skewed by him. I didn't want to use anti-venom against Proxima because he is a physical character, and he will do some damage to Proxima. It's not going to be a lot in that high level, but he would have done some. So I didn't want to skew the damage at all if I could avoid it. So, but in this stage, it doesn't matter. And it's actually kind of surprising that Gambit can actually do as good as he's doing with the teams he's got, and the fact that this is stage 30. It just shows how awesome old Gambit really is, man. He's a monstrosity of a character. I mean, guys, like I said in the other against Proxima, if he had damage proc, he would mow through this. I've done over stage 40 with this guy, so I mean he's a freaking monster, but still pretty awesome the damage he's pulling off. He is taking old Black Dwarf down. It's definitely looking like, again, that the Enchantress's leadership is definitely helping him more. You know, the thing about Black Dwarf is, you know, he debuffs that all defense down. But as you guys can see, there's a little blue icon above Black Dwarf's health bar. Whenever, like right now, Gambit uses that 5, and if you look above that Black Dwarf's health bar, there's a little blue icon, and that's Gambit's all defense down applying to Black Dwarf. It doesn't last. It usually would last for 10 seconds, but against Black Dwarf, it only lasts for about maybe 2 or 3 seconds. It doesn't last very long. It's pretty quick, guys. I mean, you're not getting near that 10 seconds. You're only getting about 2, 3, I don't know, you know, maybe 2 to 4 seconds, give or take. I'm not really sure exactly how much time, but it's definitely not no 10 seconds because Black Dwarf is debuffing it. But you do get the effect at first, so this test is still, we can still try the test here. We can still, you know, see if it works or not. And it looks like it's definitely working, you know. It just, yeah, man, the all defense down, that increased all debuff effect is better than increasing all attack. Once again, that's what we're seeing right here. Doing pretty good at staying alive. Okay, so we're about to hit the 3-minute mark, you guys. So I'm seeing a full bar difference, man. Yeah, definitely. Once again, Enchantress's leadership is definitely better. So let's go into Thanos and see what happens against him. So let's take the purple monkey down. Now, against Thanos, you guys, we're just going to fight the first 2 phases. And we're going to see whichever character finishes the first 2 phases first. After the first 2 phases against Thanos, the all defense down doesn't apply, so there's no use in going any further than that. And, you know, I wanted to do all these world bosses for you guys to really show you which setup is better. You know, to show you that the increase all debuff effect, like if you guys see that in the future, I mean, right now, as far as I know, Enchantress and White Fox are the only 2 that has this. You know, White Fox is awesome because she actually gives an extra, she has a 40% increase to all debuff effect, and she has a 60% increased damage dealt to supervillains if the character that you're using with her has a leadership in her detail page, or in their detail page. And so, but even without that extra damage dealt to supervillains, the increased all debuff effect is still more powerful than just increasing your all attack. And you can see it clear as day right here. I mean, right now you guys can see that with Enchantress's leadership, Gambit was able to finish the Thanos' first 2 phases 2 bars faster than with Gambit having that all attack buff. That's a hell of a difference, you guys. That's pretty nutso. So in the future, you guys, if you see a leadership like this where it says increase all debuff effect by 25 or by whatever percent, or and you have a character that has this all defense down in their skills and their passive, whatever, and the same with the increase all debuff effect. If you see that right now, it's just in Enchantress's leadership and White Fox's leadership. As far as I know, they're the only two that have this effect. In the future, there could be a character that would have this maybe in their passive, or maybe we'll have characters that'll have it, more characters that'll have this in their leadership. If you see this, you'll know that it's better than just giving an all attack to another character that does have all defense down, like Gambit, like Deadpool. You know, his tier 3 has an all defense down, his 3 skill has an all defense down. When you increase all debuff effect, you're increasing that all defense down. Even on Scarlet, I think on her her 3 here has an all defense down. I believe her 4 does. Yeah, her 4 has an all defense down. You know, any character that has that all, Doctor Doom, any character that has that all defense down, that all defense down is going, the percentage is going to go up because of a leadership like this increase all debuff effect, or in the future if they may be making passive, you know, a passive that, you know, applies to all allies, you know, same thing, you know. We just don't know. So whenever you see this, guys, just know that it is better than an all attack buff. If the increase to debuff effect has the same percentage as an attack buff, or it's greater than the attack buff. So let me know what you think about this video. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Why do you disagree? Why do you agree? And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.